And that's what happened to the bears today. Very interesting. Now, I had obviously said in my video over and over and over that usually after days like this, they make all the new retail super bears give all the money back. And we saw a sizable move already last night. Here's our open on US 500, but we saw a move off lows all the way up. Then we sold here, chugged up into open. So it was pretty clear that this level here was going to hold based upon that double bottom. That's why I was deep buying and scalping today. Now, I had also laid out that this is the move to watch. I posted this over the weekend and yesterday, and hope that you guys drew this in, because when you look at this on a bigger time frame and you're starting to see the confirmation, you know, that's the sell-off. Here it's the MACD cross. Today we did close above the actual trend line. Will it hold? Only time will tell. Max fuckery here. Follow me. Look, I'm gonna do it again. Max fuckery is this. Pop out of the gate tomorrow, come down, swoop this trend line, and go for the gap. Inverted head and shoulders. Will it happen? I don't know. If there's a strong move tomorrow out of the gate, take profit on our swings here. The QQQ 377 calls closed up 40%. Obviously, I closed the 450 and 451 and 452s of SPY 0 DTEs, which were awesome. I did take a swing for tomorrow. Or when is it for? Yeah, it's for tomorrow. The SPY 449s, they closed 85%. And I'm swinging those. The QQQ is for Wednesday. Then I'm stealing some Boeing, AMC Lotto. I had literally nothing on Beyond Meat. But, you know, I played a Lotto. We'll see if it works out or not. It doesn't look like it did. But, you know, it was very, very small. It was like a wiener or two, so nothing big. Then I'm in cat, also small. But anyways, I went mostly, you know, I day traded my QQQ and SPY, and mostly cash, and I swung those positions because I had really great entry on them. And on both, let me showcase here. Here, so today, because we were chopping, I was predominantly on the 3 minute. All right, so I will show you where I bought. Okay. Here, 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 and here. All except for this one. This was the only hairy one, but the setup was good as far as the MACD, and the stow was flat. The 89 moving average. I've spoken a lot about it. It's kind of a secret level that the market makers use, and it would be not very smart of us not to be using it. That's why we use it. Okay? Very simple. What else? Well, here you can again see I was speaking about this undercut on the RSI on during the market analysis video. And as you can see, we did bounce. Now, tomorrow we got to push above this R1, actually the P here, and take that level. So I hope out of the gate we get some actions. Now, I would think that China pushes us higher overnight. So maybe we gap up, drop, and then go. We need above, we need this level is the sell-off level. It is critical. Am I gonna be in when we approach it? No, I'm not. Okay, because if this happens and we reject, it's gonna be a good short all the way down to here. It's gonna get every bear again in here, but we will be above the wedge and we then will go higher. Okay, that's the game plan. Boeing, again, let me show you the 1 hour and you'll see why I'm in it. It's pretty awesome. Okay, now if it can go higher, it can absolutely fly. It's like close. KRE held up SPY all day, chugged it up. Okay, IWM was strong too. Okay, what was going on today? Let's cover it. All right, so I spoke extensively about it in the chat. I know I did. But let's just run it through really quickly here. Let me close some stuff here. All right, check this out. I know they publicized the rotation. Okay, and I think they did some of the rotation, but clearly they are rotating now. I mean, this Apple, I mean, okay, it's above the 9. We'll see what happens, but looks pretty bear flaggy to me, and he wants that 176. But then you look at the Qs, they chugged all day, and I'll get back to the chug, but especially there at the end, huge push. So you could have caught a $4 move on QQQ today. But the trick was to play the next day, obviously, because the ending here, depending upon your broker. Now, I mean, double bottom. I'm kind of bummed I didn't catch that move. That was one hell of a move. But clearly, they're using this to prop up the market while they're draining this. They were kind of in and out of this too, fiddling around with it. Huge sell-off this morning. Whew. I mentioned Tesla puts, didn't take them myself. So they're rotating, right? And remember we saw that Microsoft exit liquidity move. We saw that Apple exit liquidity move. Today, who was chugging? Today, in my opinion, we saw it on Meta too. Here. I mean, what was that? No news, no nothing. So they were moving money around today, very clearly. So that's what they're doing, and this is a perfect week for it because again, let's check our Mr. Chart here. Okay, I hope that this leads to this. Okay, that is CPI, PPI. Okay, so very tricky week, perfect week to do this rebalancing. I would be very surprised if we at some point do not attempt ding ding ding, whether it's Thursday or whenever it is, to now we have a new gap. We have one gap here, and we still have this, false breakdown that rejects or fills this gap is going to be the spot we want to get in. We want to pull up with the train, say, fill up the restaurant cart, let's freaking go. Okay. Hinting. Okay. Wonderful. This guy needs to go. And whenever the 50 starts curling down, you know what time it is. All right. So there's a possibility here that the rally after this week happens. But first, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's remember that we are following this game plan. Tomorrow, if we go higher, possible swing. Now, today, I'm going to state something obvious. Since premiums were pretty shit and you had to be in and out, okay? I was trading a lot of futures, or ESU3 to be specific. And I did really good. Let me just put it that way. Hence the chipper mood and coming up with the idea that since we overestimated the woke crowds. Since we overestimated the buying power of the woke crowd here, jokingly of course, and Mitt Romney killed Beyond Meat by, bringing out the real dogs. Look, there's so many gifted traders in this group, and until now, all of these companies have kind of sucked. And I'm not affiliated in any freaking way, never will be. I'm just saying that most of you could easily, for instance, pass, a week of green on Top Step. Now you can do Apex Trader 2. They got a shitty drawback thing. This is one of the better ones, and if you pass, boom, you can be doing what I did today, which was longing every time we touched the 89 and selling that rip. Okay, just putting it out there. But obviously I don't know if tonight I will have time to play when H's eye opens up, but tomorrow, since it looks like a ripper, I might long the open. If we gap up and come down, I might long that on ES, and then I'm just gonna be playing options like I usually do. Just putting it out there, something to think about. There's many different prop firms, but I hear good things mostly about Top Step or whatever it's called. So the Namo, after that's a pretty good move, and it's curling. All right, that's the E2. Sorry, Jesus Christ. Same stuff. Well, it held. It's gonna pop up. Yeah. All right. That's cool. What do we got on the calendar? Today the big thing was this. Look at this shit. Okay. Forecast 11 billion. 17.85. Whew. Talk about when that hits the kitchen fan in Elizabeth Warren's kitchen. It's gonna be spraying everywhere. All right, looking to see what these guys say. So I read somewhere, I mentioned it in the chat, that the higher oil goes, the worse it is for Japan's yield curve shenanigans. So keep that in mind. All right, this might be interesting. We'll see. This is very interesting to me. Then we're gonna get these. This has front run our CPI. If this comes in lower than the forecast, I think we might. Again, I think we might be sending on CPI. Our CPI should be hot though, but I'm just saying I'll be following this because this front ran ours the last 2 or 3 times. Tomorrow we got some skeletons back. They're gonna say that same old bullshit. We got the red book. This is gonna be huge. Okay, wonderful. Remember, they're propping their whole thing up with these gilt auctions. Okay, so this is also, even though it's not marked red, it's of importance. Then we got crude, blah 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 blah. Boom. There's a lot of landmines here, not gonna lie. Why is this on a Thursday? I don't know. Ooh. Thursday is gonna be wild. Spicy dogs. Spicy Beyond Meat dogs. Yeah, and then that, of course. Shit, I might have to wake up early and slap some futures on that. All right, fantastic week here. It's going to be awesome. Do we have any other candidates here that we want to miss with? Yes. Maybe. I know some of you guys are looking at this. By far the most interesting this week is obviously going to be this, since the chart has been beat to death and has the possibility to really rip if Iger pulls another Mickey Mouse out of his assorted handbag, as you can see. Okay, I'm sure we're not the only ones thinking that. And then this. But, you know, Alibaba is Alibaba. And if you don't Ali, you don't Baba. Okay? Oh, Ralph Lauren. Oh my God, jeez. All right, guys. Yeah, that's it. Let's kill it tomorrow. We got our game plan. Again, to recap, watch this move at open. And then we take it from there. And... there's nothing. I'm not even going to pull up the dark pool. I haven't seen anything of significance yet. But what I do want to say, that's Friday's chart. Anyway, I'll post those in the chat if something happens. This is the most interesting to me. Okay? We can get a sizable move. Are we going to go above this line? No. We might be chugging up, but we're not going above it. All right, guys. Love yourself. Love your family. And God bless, and I'll see you at dawn.